right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, the Cowboys introduced to this gigantic crowd, and as usual, it was old number 88, Dez Bryant, that got the folks going the loudest. His guys are set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener. And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 108 yards. Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Prescott from the gun. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4. Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan. And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed, and his play continues to get better as he rallies his team. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds. And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it. I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now here's Ross. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now,
and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 44 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So we're going to have a challenge. Remember, last year the tablet was introduced. Most people seem to be happy with how that went, so it's back for 2018.
Yeah, and I thought it helped speed up the process a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that they were able to get that done. Anything you can do to take some of the lulls out of the game and keep it moving, both for the players and, of course, for fan interest, I'm in favor of it.
And for us, too.
No doubt.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers.
Touchdown, Falcons! Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Prescott on first down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for ring.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. Carson Wentz, an early touchdown pass in that one. A first down throw for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A handoff left to Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Freeman. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Ryan to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Ross on the return. Dances by him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is
10 yards still left on second down. A give to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, Prescott. And some room to work. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is on to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him, and Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Taken in at the 11. Powerful running. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
But down it's first down. Prescott hook it up with Beasley.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual play.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And, oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Prescott. Forced out to him. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jack Crawford able to get him for a loss of about 3. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
So we've reached halftime in a... you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Jameis Winston with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And Freeman lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
That's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A give to Elliott running left. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Prescott. Rodgers brings it in. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Play action now, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their 1st-round pick. His 1st NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the 1st of many sacks in a long career.
So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right around the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at the 23. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Then he finds Beasley complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Prescott down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And he's got room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Ryan on second down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
On third down, it's Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Prescott now on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott now from the 50. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Give him 27 yards that time, and it'll be a Dallas first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle. Rodgers has it. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A second down throw for Prescott. He dumps off to Morris. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now Ryan on 1st down. Connects with Sanu right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are, to me.
And that'll be pulled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go!
And some room to maneuver. Room to run past midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now it's Morris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Throwing here, Prescott, flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on, let's go! One,
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Throwing now is Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Avoids him at the 40. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.